I am growing and glowing.
Have you learned
Yes,
magic? Think
uh,
a number 1
yes,
to 9. Don't think 7. Abracadabra,
yes.
abracadabra. This was magically yours, Nankumar.
So how did you get to know? Some of them are so fascinating and appealed me. If I had prepared for UPSC, I would have become an IPS. Yes, would be used for three cases: polite request, would is used for past tense, would is used for future, but that is not certain.
I would prefer a coffee rather than tea.
Very. Good morning, sir. How are
Quite
you?
audible. Good morning, and how are you, Kusum, today?
Yes, I am hale and hearty. I am growing and glowing. Thank you so much for asking. What about you?
You're growing and glowing.
Yes.
Very good with this. Yes, wonderful, wonderful. I'm really glad that you are growing and glowing, and you are quite well, pretty well. So, how was your last week, those days since we met last? What happened?
Mm,
Anything worth mentioning?
everything is going smoothly as I expected. You tell me, how are the things at your end?
Yeah, see, now I'm in Kerala, the God's own country. So the rains have subsided and the weather is pleasant. It's not that sunny or it's not scorching hot. Pleasant weather, feel like going for picnics and everything in good touch. How's
uh,
your health? How about your family?
yeah, everybody is fit as a feather, and weather is quite pleasant here. It has been raining since yesterday, so there is cool breeze in my room. I am feeling amazing.
Wonderful. Amazing. Have you learned any new idioms or new phrases or words?
Yes, I have learned call out someone.
Call out. I
Yes,
called out or I gave a call out. I gave a shout out. Something like that. Call out. What do you mean by call out?
call out means
Teach me.
scold. If someone doesn't speak with me in a right manner, then I call out. Out
No,
means
there is
scold,
another
right?
meaning. The general usage of call out is like you ask someone, you give a message that okay, this job is pending, you are supposed to come. I give a call out message, or I give a call out that I'm waiting for you. I am waiting for you. See, imagine you have ordered something and
Okay.
it has not been received, so you can give a call out. Call out
Okay.
mean like calling that person. You can call on phone, you can call or give a message. You
Mm,
are giving a reminder. Giving a reminder. This is one meaning. I don't know about the meaning you are talking about. No problem. No
okay.
worries.
Okay.
After this session, you can dig deeper into that's a wonderful phrasal verb.
Okay.
Phrasal verb. So you have to learn words,
Mm-hmm.
increase your vocabulary,
Mm-hmm.
then phrases,
Mm-hmm.
idioms. And the most important thing is
Mm.
not only learning, you should be able to use that in the correct way.
Correct way.
You should
Yes.
be able to use it in the
Okay.
correct way.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
At the
Yes. Yes.
bottom,
Yes.
you have,
Yes, I got it, sir. Got it. Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Logically.
I have logically. Then one, next one,
Um, magically.
magically. So the right pronunciation of these words are not logically, not
Mm,
magically, because written
mm,
Cally, but
mm.
in the native speaker, the right pronunciation is logically, magically,
Logically. Okay.
logically. It is not kali, it is kli, Kli. That's it.
Logically.
You see, I
Logically.
have no,
Logically.
not ka.
Magically.
No, logically, magically,
Okay.
ikli.
Okay. Logically. Magically. Is it right?
Yeah, logically, you are correct.
Hmm.
Later, I was thinking he talked to me in a
Hmm.
rude way, but
Hmm.
later I thought
Hmm.
logically, and I found yes, he had a point. What he said was right.
Yes.
Magically, logically,
Logically.
magically,
Logically. Magically.
magically, magic, Magic,
Mag-
magic. You know some magics.
magically.
You
Yes, yes,
know, have you learned
magically.
magic? Have you learned
Yes,
magic?
yes,
You
yes.
know magic?
Jadoo, jadoo. Yes.
Jadoo. Think,
Yes.
think a number
Mm-hmm.
1 to 9. Think
Mm.
a number one
Yes,
to nine.
yes. I
Okay?
have thought it.
It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't think seven. Okay? Don't think seven, 8 or 9. Okay? Abracadabra,
Yes.
abracadabra. Is that 3 or 5?
Yes.
What was the
Five.
number?
Five.
This was magically yours, Nankumar. Magically.
Okay. Okay. So how did you get to know?
This is simple trick. This is very, very simple trick. You after this course, you can do that. You can do that. This is called mentalism. This is called mentalism. You know how to do that? Ask your husband to think
Mm-hmm.
about a number from 1 to 9 and tell
Mm-hmm.
him, don't think seven.
Mm-hmm.
This is how you do that. So think
Mm-hmm.
about one, and it will be done only once. Okay, okay,
Mm-hmm.
only once, and tell him, don't think seven. The human psychology, they did lot of research.
Mm-hmm.
They found out the person will think only 3 or 5. Only 3 or 5.
Oh, really?
This
I
is
didn't know
how
that.
the brain. This is how the brain is wired. But if
Okay.
I say think of one number from 1 to 9,
Mm-hmm.
you might think 7, 8, 9. But you should
Mm-hmm.
say don't think seven. So it is the presentation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 don't think because 7 is very common. All the people they think 7. So you should be very dramatic when you present this magic. This is nothing
Okay.
but the psychology of the people. Then 99.99% people will think either 3 or 5. If you lose, if they say,
Mm-hmm.
I thought 1, then oh, my magic, you are very powerful, you are very strong. Like make something else and just come out of that scene. Right? But
Yeah.
99.9 times your prediction will be correct.
Okay.
That is
Great.
the word magic and
Mm.
magically. I did this
Magically.
magically. I did
Magically.
this trick magically.
Magically. Yes.
Magically. Jig, jig,
Magically.
magically, logically.
Magically. 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 Okay.
Okay. Now, I think last time I had told you about the 5 pillars of English.
Yes. Please.
LSRWT.
Thinking.
Listen,
Yes.
speak,
Listening,
read,
speaking,
write,
reading, think.
and
Think.
think, and think. Okay.
Hmm.
Wow. See, describing a scene is a wonderful technique to
Mm-hmm.
improve your English. Because
Mm-hmm.
you are doing two things. Your imagination. You are imagining a scene
Imagination.
in a way. So
Mm-hmm.
you will be imagining in
Mm-hmm.
English. You cannot
Yes.
imagine in Hindi and then
Mm.
translate and then speak it out in English.
Yes.
That won't be possible.
Mm.
So always
Mm.
try. Now, describe a scene
Mm.
like you are on a bus
Mm-hmm.
and you are crossing a temple and a
Mm.
festival, some
Mm-hmm.
special pujas, festival time in
Mm-hmm.
the temple, and you can see the
Mm.
bus road is fully crowded, so the
Mm-hmm.
bus is inching forward. Bus is slowly going forward, so you can
Mm.
see the festivity. The people, they
Ah.
are having great time, a great deal
Mm.
of joy. Okay, now such a scene, there are vendors, people running around, people dancing,
Mm.
there is
Mm-hmm.
music, there is percussions, and there is a lot of things, garlands,
Mm.
flowers, sweets, toys,
Mm-hmm.
balloons.
Mm.
Okay, so
Mm.
describe such a scene.
Mm. Yeah.
Simple words, make it easy.
Oh, okay. One day I was traveling by bus, then I got stuck in traffic jam, so my bus
Mhm.
was slowed down. Then I saw a lot of festive vibes. People were decorating their shops and their houses. It was an really amazing day. Some people were dancing, some children were dancing and eating something. I saw lots of traditional wears, and
Uh-huh. People are
I
wearing
want
traditional dress, traditional
yes,
attire. Mm.
traditional attires. Some of them are so fascinating and appealed me. I wanted to buy those, but I couldn't buy that because I was in bus. But it was really a great time. When we travel anywhere, we see lot of things. So then I saw people were so exciting for the festive vibes. Even I don't know what is that festival, but I felt that vibes within me. If I had been there, I would have enjoyed that
Exactly,
festival. Yes,
exactly.
yes.
So, can you give me some sentences using would have?
Would have.
Mm.
Okay. If I had prepared for UPSC, I would have become an IPS.
IPS officer. I would have
IPS
become an IPS officer. So, both things
officer.
happened in the past.
Past.
If I had worked hard, or if I
Hard.
had worked hard
Hmm.
or prepared hard for the UPSC, I would have been an IPS officer. You did not
Yes.
work hard, you did not become an IPS officer. Both things happened in the past. It was
Both
a
things.
hypothetical case, it was an
Hypothetical.
imaginary case. अगर मैं
Yes.
हार्ड वर्क किया होता
Uh,
मैं आईपीएस ऑफिसर बन गया होता. हिंदी
yes.
हिंदी सही है. हिंदी सही है.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
correct. Absolutely.
yeah. One more would have said.
Yes.
If I had, if I
Um,
had a car, if I had a car, I
yes.
would have gone for the party. अगर मेरे पास गाड़ी होता है, I would
हाँ,
have gone for the party. इसका मतलब क्या है? आपके पास गाड़ी नहीं है, and you
नहीं
haven't
है.
gone for the party.
Yes. Yes. If I
Okay.
had time, I would have gone to USA.
If I had time,
A
if I don't say if I
time.
had a time, no, a is used for countable nouns. The time
Yes. Yes.
is non-countable. If I had
Yes.
time, if I
Time.
had enough time,
Hmm.
I would have gone to
Gone
USA.
to
So
USA.
you didn't have time and you
Hmm.
did not go to US. Now, give me
Yes.
some sentences using would.
Would. If I won the lottery, I would be a rich girl.
I would be a rich girl. If
Yes.
I have enough money, if I
Money.
have, if or sometimes they say,
Hmm.
if I had enough money, I
Hmm.
would buy a car.
Car.
Will you say, if I had enough money, I
Hmm.
would have bought a car? Can you say that? You
No.
can. You can. You can say, but that is happening in the past. Now
Yes.
you are talking something in the present. You are an
Yes.
imaginary thing in the
Hmm.
present. What is
Hmm.
that?
Hmm.
If I
Hmm.
had car, like why use had? Why not have? Because this is an imaginary case. That's why
Imaginary.
the rule says
Hmm.
you have to use.
Hmm.
If I won the lottery, if
Hmm.
I won that, because you haven't won, this is your
Yes.
thinking only. If I
Thinking.
won the lottery,
Hmm.
I would buy a car because it
Yes.
is thinking. You are thinking अगर अभी
Thinking.
मैं एक लॉटरी
Hmm.
विन करता है मैं एक
Hmm.
गाड़ी खरीदता है मानी
Yes.
present or future present
Hmm.
का case or what will you do after
Hmm.
that in the future
Hmm.
in that case you use only would.
Would.
अगर पास्ट का दो चीज पास्ट में अगर मैं वर्क किया होता
Hmm.
मैं
Hmm.
आईपीएस बन गया होता दोनों चीज पास्ट में है तो
Past. Yes.
the structure is past tense plus would
Past.
have.
Yes. Hmm. Hmm.
if अगर अभी का बात कर रहा है और फ्यूचर
Hmm.
के साथ आप जोड़ रहे हैं सेंटेंस को
Hmm.
अगर
Hmm.
मेरे पास खास मेरे पास पैसा होता मैं
Hmm.
एक कार खरीदता सो व्हाट यू से
Hmm.
इफ आई हैड मनी आई
Money.
वुड buy a car. Don't say,
Hmm.
I would have bought a car, because now you are
Would.
connecting present with future.
Present
In
with
the
future.
previous one, you are connecting past with past. See the
Yes.
difference. If you are connecting past with
Hmm.
past in a
Hmm.
hypothetical imaginary situation,
Hmm.
use
Hmm.
had plus would have. If you are connecting a present situation with a future situation, then
Hmm.
use past plus would.
Would.
What are the
Yes.
other use of would?
Yes. And one thing is, sir, if you called me, I would answer you. Or if I had called you, both are correct. Both are
Say
correct.
again, say again.
If first thing is, if you called me, I would answer you. If you
Hmm.
had called me, I would answer you. Both are correct.
If you called me, it is not cold, it is called. If you
Called.
called me, called.
Called.
Cold
Called.
is that when you have winter, you feel cold. That is
Okay.
cold.
Okay.
Cold.
Cold.
Cold. The other
Cold.
word you want to say is
Called.
Call. Yeah, call
Called.
me in the night.
Hmm.
Call
Hmm.
me tomorrow.
Hmm.
Called.
Hmm. Hmm.
Called. Say again.
Hmm.
Say again.
Called. If
Ha.
you called me. Hmm.
Yes.
Hmm.
But you said if you called me.
Hmm.
Cold, no. Cold is different one.
Called.
If you called me, I would reply. I would,
I would.
like you are connecting present with future. But if
Future.
you are connecting past with past, if you
Hmm.
had called me, I would have answered. If you
Okay. So.
had,
Okay.
अगर
Hmm.
कल मुझे तुम कॉल किया
Hmm.
होता, I
Hmm.
would have answered.
Said you. Okay.
The other one is if you called
Hmm.
me,
Hmm.
I would
Hmm.
answer. Now,
Answer.
another sentence with would. Would you like to have a glass of water? Would you like to
Okay. Would.
have a glass of water?
Yes. Yes. Would we use for three cases? Number one, for polite request, as you mentioned. Would you like? Would you give me a glass of water? Would you do this work? Would I borrow a pencil? And in second case, would is used for past tense.
Okay.
I would play cricket when I was 6 years old.
When I was a
I would
kid,
when I was a kid. Yes, I would
I
go to
would
school.
play.
Yes, I would go to school when I was a kid,
Mm,
right?
mm,
And in
mm.
third case, would is used for future, but that is not certain when there is uncertainty. Today, I would go to the market. I'm not sure, so I would use would. I would go to Delhi tomorrow.
I would. Or you can say I might go. I might go.
I might
So,
go.
so will is the present tense and would is the past tense. Sometimes you use
Hmm.
it in
Hmm.
the real meaning like past tense,
Past
and
tense.
I it can be used in place of used to. When I
Used
was
to.
a
Yes.
kid, I used to walk 5 kilometers to my school. When I was a kid, I would walk 5 kilometers to
Hmm.
my school. Both are
Hmm.
almost
Hmm.
same. You can
Hmm.
use it
Almost
interchangeably.
same.
When
Yes.
I visit my grandma,
Hmm.
uh,
Hmm.
uh, like 10 years ago, she
Hmm.
would make ladoos for me. She would make, we cannot say, when I
Hmm.
visit my grandma 10 years ago, she will make
Yes.
ladoos for me, no? Because you're talking about the past. So
Past
there
tense.
you are using the real past tense of will. You
Yes.
cannot say she will make laddu for me. No, when I used to
No.
visit my grandma
And,
10 years ago, she
and,
would make laddus for me. She would tell
hmm.
stories for me. She would
Hmm.
braid my hair for me. You
Hmm.
see, so there you are
Hmm.
using the real past,
Yes.
or as you said, you can use it like as a mark of courtesy. Would you like to?
Uh,
What would you like to have? So if I
yes.
ask you, would you
Hmm.
like to have some water?
Hmm.
Well,
Hmm.
how would you answer?
Yes, I would like to have water.
I would like to have some water. Don't say
Some
a
water.
water again because
Some
water
water.
is uncountable. I would like
Uncountable
to have a
noun.
glass of water. I would like to have a
Hmm.
glass of water.
Yes.
And if you don't want water, how will you answer?
Mm.
Would you like to have
No
a glass of
thanks.
water?
No thanks.
Mhm. Would you
No thanks.
prefer coffee to tea?
I would prefer coffee over tea. I would prefer
Coffee
rather
to
tea.
tea. I would prefer a coffee rather than
The
tea.
tea rather than
Okay.
tea. Yes.
If you ask the question, would you
Mm.
prefer coffee or tea? No, that's wrong. You should say, would you prefer coffee to tea? Or you will say,
Coffee.
I prefer coffee to tea. This is the correct
Yes.
English. I prefer going to
Coffee.
theater to
Mm.
watch movies on OTT. So if you the
Yes.
word preference you are using and the preposition is to,
Yes.
you should use.
And
I prefer
mm,
coffee to tea. I prefer movie to drama. Okay, I
mhm.
prefer red to blue.
Yes.
To blue.
And would
If
you?
you want to use
Okay.
than, I prefer blue rather than red. I prefer blue
Yes.
rather than red. Okay,
Then
what you are telling?
yes. Yeah, I was saying we can ask in this way as well. Would you prefer tea rather than coffee?
Coffee. You can always ask that. So if you want to use than, then in the
Hmm.
preference you should use rather. Yeah,
Rather.
I would rather go for tea. I would rather have
Rather.
tea.